Yeah.
Nuki, is that you?
Yeah. Is that who?
Ken.
You got Mojo on the track. That Cam and Mo show. 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 We on the radio from 6 to 9. Let's go. That Cam and Mo show. They gave me microphone. Hey, we on the air. I don't understand. What is a stand? You keep on staying. That don't make no sense. That's okay because we don't rap. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. That's alright cause this beat is high. Yeah, Cam and Mojo on the radio. Hey, let's go. That Cam and Mojo. Hey, that Cam and Mojo. Hey, that Cam and Mojo. Hey, Cam and Mojo. Show. Cam and Mojo show. Let's go. All right, it's 6:21. It's the Cam and Mo show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo, producer Zozo in the building.
Yo.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine. What you sorry for this time?
Well, it's 6:21,
Yeah.
and the show normally starts at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm usually late,
Yeah.
but I get here by 6 o'clock,
Yeah,
right?
right on the dot.
But I gotta say, it really wasn't my fault this morning. The Bankhead tunnel is still closed.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone has any updates. Call us if you do. Call or text 251-964-4975. I keep looking online, and I'm not quite for sure when it's supposed to reopen.
Well, they said Friday, and it's like, look, I'm getting off on government from Fairhope, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be Cammy this morning. I'm not gonna be late, and I'll show up at 5:59 because Cammy shows up right at 6.
Yeah.
And I get off, and then there's cones and stuff. So I blame the city or whoever's working on the tunnel.
Well, I think what I read was they ran into some unexpected things.
Like what?
Well, like electrical things and errors and not errors, issues.
Did they
and
turn the power off in the tunnel?
I don't know.
Truck go in there?
No, so they were doing upgrades, and that's kind of what I was reading. And you know, like when you work on a project, things happen, and I think that's what happened. The time was supposed to be 8 o'clock last night was when everything was supposed to reopen, and you know how it goes. Stuff happens, and so they ran into some issues, and so I just don't know if there's a date. I haven't seen a date anywhere.
They should have called me last night and said, Mojo, the tunnel is not going to be open tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah, you were first on the list, I think.
So I apologize for being late.
Yep.
Do you forgive me?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Zoe?
that it's not a matter of forgiveness. I think it's a matter of just maybe you need to just like plan better.
What do you mean, it wasn't my fault.
Well, you should think about maybe just leaving earlier in general.
Nope, too easy.
Okay, yeah.
Whole mess of local events going on around town. What we got?
Okay, so this one I'm actually very excited about because every time I've been seeing pictures of this, I think I'm a boat person, and I don't know if they do like payment plans for this, but the Mobile Boat Show is going on today, 10 till 7, and then tomorrow, 10 till 5 at the Mobile Convention Center, and there's some nice boats there.
Ooh, so what? Are you going to buy a boat?
I kind of think I might be the boat kind of person.
I think you should totally.
Oh, of course Zoe does.
Can you imagine? Oh,
I'm pro
You-
you getting a boat.
Guess what? You'll get a boat, and you and Zoe will be best friends all of a sudden.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. Zoe is always friends with people that have boats for the summertime.
It's just a coincidence that all of my friends have boats.
Yeah. But do you think, like, if I found a boat I liked, they could be like, so, $100 a week
Oh,
to pay this off.
Hey, I'd go halvesies with you on that.
Yeah, I mean-
it'd only be $50 a week,
Right.
and we'd have a boat.
But I do. I don't even know how to drive one. I don't
have
even
a
know what
boater's
you
license.
do. Where do you keep it? Like, I don't know. But I think I could totally see myself having a boat. I don't know what you do with the boat when it's not in the water, but whatevs. I don't know
Gosh.
how to fix it or
Photo
whatever.
shoot.
this is why I will not go
Instagram.
on the boat with you guys.
You won't go on the boat
no,
with us?
not happening.
Why not?
Well, I get like our luck. We'll get stuck in the middle of the ocean, and I can't swim.
Moshe would just freak.
Yep.
He would be like, I ain't helping. Yeah. Okay. Also going on, Vintage Market Days of Mobile, 10 till 4 today, tomorrow. That's happening at the grounds. Lots of finds. I bet I could definitely spend some money there. The Coastal Garden Festival, that's happening today, 9 till 2 in Foley. You get a free tree.
Nice.
Or
You just get a free tree. Also, the first annual Shrimp and Grits Festival, 12 till 4 today in Destin. You get to try a whole lot of food there. Pensacon, always a great thing. That's happening today, 10 till 6, and 10 till 5 tomorrow at the Pensacola Bay Centre. If you want to know anything else, text events to 251-964-4975. Right now is totally the time where all the events happen all the time.
yeah,
And I just love it. I love it.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be the weekend I become a boat owner.
God help us all.
I'm all for it.
Also, I'm going to be out and about Eastern Shore Toyota today, 12 till 2. They've got all sorts of deals going on. But yeah.
She's going to buy a car and a boat today, this weekend.
I'm going to be just, on land and on the sea.
Hey, payday's right around the corner, so.
Sorry, the Gulf.
Goodness. Watch it or skip it. We'll kick it off next right here on the Kim and Mo Show. That's that good Jack Harlow. Love It On Me. 97.5 WABD. We are the Gulf Coast #1 hit music station. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. Watch it or skip it. Any new shows out there?
Yeah, so Love is Blind. A lot of people have been talking about this show, especially, well, there's so many parts of it. They dropped, what they dropped? The first 6 episodes, and then they dropped another 3 episodes this
Past Wednesday.
past Wednesday. And Zoe and me have been a little obsessed with it. Mojo has also watched some of it, but he...
That's my show right now.
Yeah, he also doesn't quite know what we're about to talk about. But Chelsea, she's one of the contestants.
Yeah, she's cute. Go ahead.
He doesn't even know who I'm talking about.
She is such a hottie. She reminds me of someone.
Yeah, so she's been kind of dragged a little bit on social media because she said that she kind of, in a way, set it up. So Love is Blind, it's all about, you get in these pods and you talk through a wall, and then you
don't see each other. It's supposed to like take out all the superficial parts of like falling in love.
yeah, and then you get engaged, and then you meet the person that you got engaged to.
It sounds so toxic.
So sight unseen.
But yeah, you're not supposed to describe yourself in any way.
In any way. So at one point, Chelsea, she's talking with one of these guys who, he's undecided between 2 people. And he says, she says, have you ever, had someone say, hey, you remind me of a celebrity? And that's how she starts it. He compares himself to somebody, and then who you don't know.
It's like a football player that maybe other people know, but not fans of Love is Blind, realistically.
Okay.
but you don't even know about it. Then she says, I actually, and the way she talks about it, it kind of comes across like, did she plan this? She's like, I actually get compared to, who's that girl? Machine Gun Kelly's girlfriend. What's her name?
Megan Fox?
Yeah, and he goes, Megan Fox? And she's like, yeah, that girl.
What?
And
She's
then
like all the time because
all
I
the
have
time. And-
light eyes and dark hair.
and she's like, and I personally don't see it. So in his head, you see his face. He's just like, what?
Megan
Yeah,
Fox.
Megan Fox. I mean,
What?
she's beautiful.
One of the most beautiful people, ever. And so next thing you know, he kind of, everyone's take is different, right? So this guy, he's just like, what? And sorry, spoiler alert. He ends up picking her, and next thing you know,
Oh, gosh.
In private interviews, he's like, she lied a little bit.
She wasn't
does
Megan Fox?
Not look like Megan Fox.
yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
so it ends up being this whole thing, and it's just look, the girl is beautiful, but when you
She
compare,
just doesn't look like Megan Fox. Though.
well, yeah, like or even if she did slightly resemble her or whatever, it's just don't compare yourself to anybody.
Yeah, she tricked him.
Yeah, and okay, Zoe,
Well, she tricked him into picturing Megan Fox.
in his head, yeah.
Yeah, she's a very pretty lady. She just isn't Megan Fox.
And so, anywho, there's just so much other stuff that's gone on with the show, and so me and Zoe are telling you right now, there's 2 more. Isn't that what you say? They always do like 4.
Yeah, they do it in 4 weeks. So I think either 2 or 3 more episodes will come out next Wednesday.
Right.
And then the finale.
The finale. So
Now, hold on.
yeah.
Now, what's the guy Matthew?
no, that's the only.
No,
that's
but
about
Matthew's
the only.
a whole different story.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much drama.
I think Matthew's fake.
If you need something to binge right now, you've got 9 episodes, and I've ruined most of it for you. But I would go ahead and just Netflix, Love is Blind, definitely a watch.
All right. There you go. Coming up, what's the most impossible place to hit on someone you're attracted to? We'll get into it next. Next. Oh, my goodness. It happened again, guys.
Spit it out.
Next.
It's going to happen again.
It's the Cam and Mo Show. Baby Mama, 5,916 right there. It's Nicki Minaj. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. 251-964-4975 is our number. Coming up, we're going to talk about what's the most impossible place to hit on someone that you're attracted to. But first, let's get into the weather. How's the weather going to look like today on the Gulf Coast? Zoe.
Good morning, Gulf Coast.
Morning.
It is currently 47 degrees and sunny-ish because the sun is still mid-rise. Sunny conditions are expected to...
Oh! Sorry. I
Bless
didn't mean to
you.
mess up your weather.
We had a big storm coming on.
Sunny conditions will continue all day, and wind gusts are expected up to 12 miles per hour.
Wow, that's almost like a hurricane.
The high for today is 74 degrees, and the low being 47, which is right now, so it won't be this cold again.
Okay.
I thought it was very bizarre that it was this cold this morning because it's been like 70 degrees all week.
Yeah, it
but I
kind of
guess
warms up
It feels
during the
pretty
day.
warm, though. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel that cold.
It's going to warm up, so shorts today. Or short sleeves.
Well, Zoe,
Sunscreen,
you should have
sunscreen.
called me with the weather because I'm wearing jeans and a sweatshirt.
The UV index is currently at 0, and the wind speed is currently 5 miles an hour.
Gotcha.
Great. I don't think anybody
and the sun will
cares.
set at 5:47.
But, okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Your,
Yeah.
your voice is different when you do the weather.
Good morning. When it comes to hitting on someone that you want to shoot your shot with, where do you find it the most difficult place to make that move? For me, I'll be honest with you, and like I think it's like a lot of people will be like, "Well, hey, this is the place to do it," but it's like a nightclub because it's loud. There's lots of people around. You know, they can't hear the smoothness of Mojo.
That's difficult.
I'll be like, "Hey, baby, you look good."
So you're what?
What? Oh, so you ruined it.
Okay. No, but my question is, you find it difficult in a nightclub?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, you know, they don't hear me. They're like, "Oh, what? Get away from me!" I'm like, "Okay, if you really heard how smooth I was,
Okay.
you know, you would be very, very happy."
Okay. So I'm not good at hitting on people anywhere. So I try to not do it anywhere.
Got it.
Because I'm awkward usually.
Yeah, definitely. In general.
I'm usually like, "Hi, how's it going?" Like I'm
Hold on. Can't we do it again? Ready?
"Hi, how's it going?" And then I usually make silly faces and see the hand that you just
Hey
with the hand
there.
on the hip. Like hands like I don't really know what to do. Like I stand like this a little bit and
Yeah.
I'm just not. I get awkward
Yeah.
very
Got
quickly
it.
and I don't really know how to act. And so like I'm. And then even if someone was hitting on me, I wouldn't really know how to act like anywhere. Like I'd just be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my goodness.
Like
Why
I'm
are you
very,
acting like that?
Like I'm very uncomfortable.
Why?
Just because like the whole thing, I just want to giggle. I find it a bit silly. What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, I'm not a pro at like hitting on people.
So how is it for you, Zoe? Hold on. Here we go. Ready?
You gotta lean against the wall.
Oh gosh.
So,
and then she falls down.
Hey, you've got your foot on the wall.
You come here often?
That's it. That's all you got.
I feel like you're falling.
Oh goodness.
You're sliding.
So I feel like I'm the smoothest one on the show.
Jess, do you know how to do?
Oh yeah. Just jump over to
the
to
mic.
Cammy's
I
mic.
feel like Jess is probably the
I
secret
know,
pro.
I know, right? I feel like Jess is gonna do. All right, Jess,
I'm
if
gonna
you
put
were
the headphones on you too. so
Jess,
you can
if
hear
you
the
were
music.
to hit on someone, you see someone that you like, go ahead and give us the pickup line that you would use. Here we go, Jess.
I don't know that I would say anything.
Oh,
I feel like, well, first of all, usually like if I go out to the bar or something,
Yeah.
my eyes are like my makeup makes my eyes look quote unquote exotic that I've heard.
Oh.
so you
okay.
don't need to say anything.
And all
She
of
don't
the,
speak.
all
Yeah,
of
she
these
doesn't-
Southerners are like, oh, you're so exotic.
Oh yeah, all
So
right.
she doesn't need to say anything.
No, most but I'm usually just like, I'm not interested.
Oh no, not having it.
Not having it. Not
All right.
interested. No, but Mojo, you might just be the pro when it comes to hitting on someone.
Well, you know, it's it's good, and that's why my Chictionary is so nice and deep. All right, so coming up, I shared something with my friends here in the studio, and they're making fun of me. I'm afraid to use the public restroom. Any. And, like, I can go, like, number one, but, like, when it comes to number two, I just can't do it. And they're making fun of me, and I think they really do have a legit question. We'll talk about it just after 7 o'clock, roughly about 7:10. It's the Cam and Mo Show. Good morning. Uh-huh. Yeah. They call me Mojo. The love. It's the Cam and Mo show. And I am Mo. Zoe, we did not need the sound effects because
I agree.
there is some wonderful ladies out there that are like Mojo's voice is just so sexy.
Okay, well, they're not listening right now, so we don't have to keep going.
Yeah.
All right, 7-Eleven. How's the weather for today, Zoe?
Good morning, Gulf Coast.
Morning.
It is currently 49 degrees, which is 2 degrees higher than it previously was the last time I clocked in with the weather. It is sunny, and the sunny conditions are expected to continue all day, and the wind gust mile per hour has increased up to 13 miles an hour. So
Woo!
expect some wind gusts today. Might be a bit breezy, so if you're going to the beach, maybe some goggles or sunglasses so the sand doesn't get in your eyes.
Okay.
But it's going to be a sunny, beautiful day. High for today is 74 degrees, and the low for today already happened at 47 degrees, and it's 49 again right now. And the UV index is currently at 0, wind speed 5 miles an hour, and the sun will set tonight at 5:47 p.m.
So, ladies, if you want to watch the sunset with me at 5:47 p.m., just call 1-800-MOJO, the love doctor.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I was
Nobody's
feeling,
calling.
I was feeling pretty good when I woke up.
All right, so here's this. We were talking about this, and I don't know how it came up in the office this past week, but I may have a problem, but I don't know.
Well,
So,
I know how it came up because you're in a bad mood, and I wondered what was wrong with you, and you told me what was wrong.
well, go ahead and explain it then, Cammie.
Okay. You don't want to talk about it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So I can't remember what day it was, but you're in a bit of a bad mood, and I said, "What's wrong?" And you said, TMI, I guess. I don't know what was wrong, but you told me you had to poop, and I
Yep.
said, "Okay,
My stomach was hurting.
yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, thanks,
Go.
thanks for telling me. Why don't you go?"
Well, I mean, we're family, so you know, I will tell you guys that.
Yeah.
And plus, you clearly asked me what was wrong.
Yeah. And I said, "Well, why don't you go to the toilet and do it?" I mean, and you said, "I can't poop in public."
And because I can't,
And I
I
said-
can't go
and I-
in public.
And I said, "It's not like you have to do it in the middle of the office, like right in the sales pit. There's a restroom that you can do it in." And you said, "No, I can't use restrooms, like public restrooms, for that." I said, "What do you mean?" You said, "I have to go home to do that." And I said, "But you live 45 minutes away. So like, what happens when you got to go?" And you said, "Well, I just hold it and I go home." And I said, "Oh, okay. So what if it's an emergency?" And you said, I have the ability to hold it. And it's a thing where you're afraid. You can't poop in public. And I've never heard of this, and neither has Zoe. So yeah, I think it's something that I'm just fascinated by. Mojo can't poop in public. I've never heard of this before.
Well, it's because I just can't. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there who just can't go in public. But here's the reason. When I go, it's like I'm in there for about 35, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? I gotta go sit down on the toilet. I gotta pull up my Facebook, my YouTube.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the news.
Yep.
Talk to my girly girls.
Yep.
On the pot?
What are you doing? They ask me what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going number 2.
Yeah, but and that's fine. You could probably still do that, but I'm just surprised that you can't do that in public.
Well, I just can't do it. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there, 251-964-4975. If you're listening, I'm pretty sure there's lots of people that just can't go. Now, it's not that I don't want to go in public. It just doesn't fall out.
Well,
in public.
Well, I would
not-
hope it wouldn't fall out in public.
it just won't. It
I
just
think
won't
that's
happen.
That's a doctor thing if it falls out.
It just won't happen.
But no, Zoe, me and you, we've talked about this extensively. we have lots of conversations. But me and you,
I could go anywhere.
yeah, me too. And I don't quite get it. So if you are like, all of a sudden, got to go boo-boo, you can hold it.
No. Yeah, oh yeah, I can.
So what happens?
Until it starts. But here's the thing, though. I have a certain time. So like in
Like
the
a window.
afternoon, yeah. So like in the afternoon, I go between 5:07 and 5:09 p.m. So if I'm not at home during those times, it starts to like peak out.
Lord, I hope not.
You know what I mean?
5:07.
5:07.
Don't talk to Mojo.
I'm busy.
Poo-poo in his pants.
Here's my thing. What I want to get at, and hold on. Let me get Dawn on the phone.
No. Why are we calling?
Well, no. I feel. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because the phone don't work.
Why would the phone work? I can't imagine a situation where the phone would work.
I feel like I need my own office. I think if I had my own office, I mean, not my own office, my own bathroom.
Oh, I was going to say, do you work here? Because
But I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure you do.
I feel like if I had my own private bathroom, then I can go number 2 easily by myself. You know
Your
what
call
I mean?
has been forwarded to.
Oh, of course he doesn't answer the phone.
Okay, but so what happens? I just can imagine you driving home for the scheduled poop, and you turn into your street, and it's like all of a sudden, like, here we go. It's like your butt knows you're almost home,
And then God forbid if my neighbor sees me and asks me how the day was, it delays me.
and you're like, can't talk. And then where's my keys?
Sorry, on a mission.
Yeah.
Gotta get inside. And then is it like you know?
Yeah, I just know. It starts to, first my stomach starts to bubble like a boiling pot of water.
Yeah, that's so great. But I just so have you ever had, like, say you had to do something at work, like what happens then? Like, have you had to go
Well,
in the public?
Yes, and I tried to go in the bathroom here, and here's the problem. There's so many people that ask for me, like, during the office, so sometimes, like, I'll go to the bathroom just to disappear
Yeah.
or take, like, a nap.
Yeah.
And one of our salespeople, who's very animated and loud, I don't want to say his name, David. I was in the stall one time. He's like, Mojo, are you there? Mojo, I have this client. I'm like, David, I'm using it. I mean, if his name were to be David, I'm trying to use the bathroom right here, and it just scarred me ever since. Because I can't be distracted when I'm going number 2.
Well, it sounds like you're very distracted when you're going number 2. You got the Facebook and everything up. Wow.
Cammy does the same thing to me in the bathroom.
Does she really? You guys have conversations?
Oh, I walk
Yeah,
in.
she'll
Hey,
walk in and be
Zoe.
like, hey, Zoe. I'm in the bathroom probably more than everyone else in the building.
Yeah, but so
realistically.
why would you even try to have a conversation with somebody in the bathroom?
Oh, I think it's friendly. I don't want to walk in and just ignore.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's friendly,
Okay. Well, thank you.
especially if I know who it is. I don't want to be ignoring them.
All right, we're done grossing people out, eating their breakfast right now. Talking about me going poop.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, well,
So what are we gonna do with this pumpkin? We have this pumpkin that has a picture of me on it. We had it since Halloween,
Before Halloween.
and we were trying to figure out ways to like destroy this thing and figure out
It's
how it looks
still-
inside.
It looks beautiful. It looks like we just got it. I don't even think it's real.
it can't be real.
It is real.
Because we've had this since pre-October.
Yeah, are you going to show it off in the?
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of heavy.
I came up with the. By the way, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Text the word live to 251-964-4975. We figured out a way. I think we're gonna take a hammer to it and just bang it and just see what with the hammer, what the hammer that is,
Maybe
and
hit it.
and see like how it looks like inside.
What does it feel like?
Oh, that.
It's quite solid.
It sounds. It doesn't sound too good.
Maybe it's a paperweight.
It's quite.
It's firm.
It's really hard.
So we'll find out what the insides of this 12-month-old pumpkin looks like next, right here on the Cam and Mo Show. I am so excited. It might be kind of gross, though. All right, 7:30. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. 251-964-4975. Just text the word live, L-I-V-E, again, to 251-964-4975. You can watch us stream the whole show live as we do it on Facebook and YouTube. So we have this pumpkin. Now, when did we get this pumpkin in the studio? And then you guys tried to be funny and put a picture of me on it?
Yeah, so I think I took it into KRG one time because right before Halloween, I turned you into a pumpkin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I put your face on the front of it.
Yeah.
And we picked it up from, you remember how they did those little pumpkin patch where you would go the pumpkin patch?
Right.
Well, that's where I thought I had sent Vinny, one of the guys we work with, but he actually just went to, I think, like Walmart or something.
So he
picked
got it
up.
from, well, hey, I'll tell you one thing. Walmart has the best pumpkins because this thing is still like, it looks like a pumpkin.
It's so solid. I've never seen a pumpkin last this long. How long has it? It's been like 6 months? 5 months?
Yeah, pretty much. And now look at the camera, though. It's like this pumpkin, I just wonder what it looks like inside.
I'm voting it's just a rock.
You think so? You don't think it's like a whole mess of like bugs and
I hope not.
And-
but how is it not rotted?
well, it's probably rotted inside though.
What if there is bugs inside?
Well, then they're gonna be in the studio because we're about to smash it with a hammer. Hold on.
Let it out. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm allergic to that pumpkin.
I feel bad with your face on it. I think I'm going to take the face off.
Why? Whatever. Zoe's gonna go for my face first with the hammer, aren't you?
I don't think that's good to smash it with.
No, it's Cammy. It's okay.
It has negative context to smash your face, and we're kind.
Oh well, thank you. All right, so Zoe has the hammer. Zoe, now can you destroy that thing? Like now with the hammer, I want you to just like bash it and just like destroy the pumpkin.
Okay.
Non-stop, okay? I want
right.
it in tons of pieces.
Okay, so she's going for it. I feel like I got to get up on the chair.
Okay? And just hit it hard. Oh, okay. It bounced back. No, use the other side.
Pumpkin.
Okay,
my
it's so Zoe's trying to use the other side. Use the yeah, there you go.
Okay, she's getting in there.
Oh, jeez, there it goes. Oh, oh. It got in Zoe's face. How's
It's
it?
not that nasty.
I know, but I'm
How
scared
does
it's
it-
gonna be.
How,
It's going everywhere. This bag did nothing.
okay, now you have a hole in it. Now put your hand in there, and just see if you can pull out some of the pumpkin seeds. Go ahead, Zoe. Again, on Facebook Live and YouTube, this pumpkin is literally probably what 6 months old.
Yeah, we got it before Halloween.
And it's still.
Just put your hand in there, Zoe.
My hand. It smells bad.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, it's like not seeds.
what is it? Zoe is destroying this. She looks like she's about to cry. Oh my gosh, what was that?
It looks like
Zoe,
carrots.
Zoe, I will give you $100 bill right now if you just take a bite of that.
Funny.
Do it.
I won't.
$100 if you eat that pumpkin. I bet you George would do it. Let me see. Here.
Mojo, you eat it.
I'll eat a piece of it. Here we go.
Okay, that's the microphone. Don't put that back in my hand.
There you go. All right. Well, it didn't work out like it didn't work out like I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be like a whole mess of like bugs and stuff in there. But
That's a fresh pumpkin.
yeah, I know. I
you
would
could
make a pie out of
pumpkin
it.
soup.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but I would make a pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin soup.
Yeah, that's
who
not
eats
a thing, I
pumpkin
don't
soup?
think.
So there you go. The pumpkin is still great. 6 months later, so props to Walmart.
Yeah. It doesn't even smell in
It
here.
doesn't. It smells good. It smells like
Smells
pumpkin.
like pumpkin.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
like
I
not
don't
bad.
like the smell of pumpkin.
Yeah, like if you like the smell of pumpkin, which I do, very good pumpkin. I mean, that is the best pumpkin ever. I mean, look at it. Just so
Cammy,
good.
$100 if you eat the inside right now.
Silence.
Silence. Okay. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much, Zoe, for smashing the pump. Hey, smashing pumpkins. Get it? No, you don't get it. Okay.
Oh, like the band.
Yeah, like the band itself.
It's from like a long time ago.
All right, coming up, it's talking during a movie date a deal breaker. Have you ever been with somebody that just cannot shut up?
Yes.
I meant during the movie. We'll get into it next, right here. It's the Cam and Mo Show, 7:35. All right, 7:40. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo, 251-964-4975. Gentleman George is in the building, and he looks very disappointed, Cammy, with us. And George, what's going on?
I just, I got mixed emotions about you guys destroying food.
No, we're not destroying it.
We're not.
What happened?
Well, we were just breaking into it.
Okay, are you gonna eat it?
I had a bite of it.
How was it?
It was old.
Well, it's always something violent going on in here. Okay?
Here we go.
I mean, you know, she was throwing, pitching, catching, and now you guys are playing bats and balls. So the pumpkin becomes the ball, and then the hammer is the bat. So you guys are bats and balls, pitching and catching. What kind of show is this?
Baseball.
It's supposed to be a family show, and you guys are destroying food. What's up?
Bats and balls,
Bats and balls.
pitching and catching.
I'm just trying to understand. Where's Twiggins?
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
What the hell was he talking about?
Well, all I know is we can't waste food.
Yeah, we can't. All right, so talking during a movie, is that a deal breaker when you're dating?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? Why?
Really?
Because I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, but I mean, what happens if the other person has a question?
So, say you're on a first date, right?
Okay.
The whole reason you go to the movies is because you want to kind of meet the person. Hi, yeah, no, I'm so excited to see this movie. Get your popcorn.
Hold on.
Wait, well, let me finish. Get your popcorn, get your drink, you go see the movie, and then afterwards, yeah.
And then
it's great.
afterwards. Okay,
And then
sorry.
you
Disagree.
finish up, and then you leave. The whole thing about the movie is you can kind of, if it's going well, you know, you can kind of like a movie is kind of a buffer, right? It's kind of like a just in case it's not going well, you don't really have to talk to them. If it is going well, it's kind of like, okay, cool, this is fun. You know, next time if we go do dinner, you know, I can kind of, I'm excited for it. You know, it's good. But yeah, when it's talking nonstop during the movie, it's not good, and it kind of will give me a
Ick.
ick. Yeah.
Well, but here's the question: who actually goes to the movies to watch the movie?
Most
I mean, come
people.
on.
Like a lot of people.
A lot
Really?
of people, yeah.
You guys so you guys watch the movie? Actually, you actually watch the movie when you go to the movies?
Yeah, so let's talk about what you do.
Well, it's funny. I go to the movies and
Okay.
I hang out with my special lady, and then I fall asleep.
Yeah. So what is it that your son complains about when you watch a movie with him?
Well, it's funny you bring that up. And I don't know what his problem is, but he complains that I always ask questions. I'm always like, oh, what did he say? Oh, ooh, I bet that's going to happen. Or, hey, what did I just miss? And, like, he gets mad. He's like, Dad, I'm trying to watch the show. Just watch it.
Just pay attention.
But I am paying attention.
Really? What's in your hand?
I feel like that's a good way to bond, though, when you're asking questions and you're talking about the movie.
But that's why you watch it, because you're watching it.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Paying attention.
it's better to ask questions, right?
But why what's the point of watching it then?
Well, I'm watching it, but, you know, I may not have heard a certain word or you know, I want to get the other person's take on what we just saw.
Yeah, that's why captions, I think, were invented. So I have started putting captions on. Side note, I have started putting captions on.
Oh, that's so annoying if you ever do that.
No, it's because I do feel as though I miss things. So I watch with captions all the time now.
I'm
Because
very
I'm like
pro closed captioning.
closed captions, yeah. Because I just want to like. I don't know what that word is. I wanna know what
Zoe,
it is.
how about you? Like, if someone's talking during the movie.
I talk during a movie.
Okay, well, there you go.
Like commentary, like there's.
Thank you.
No one
there's-
needs it.
No, like something exciting happened, and you're like, "Whoa! I was not expecting that." Me and my friend Tiana, whenever we watch movies, we pause and discuss. Like a 2-hour movie
That's
is like
fine.
3 hours,
That's
and we
fine.
pause and discuss.
Do that. That's fine. But just
Yeah,
full on-
but what I mean, what happens if you go to the movies though?
Even in the theater, we've gone to several movies together, and we'll be like, "Oh my gosh, they just sang that song! Like, that's exactly what just happened just then." It's probably very annoying to the rest of the people in the theater. We're also very loud laughers. So
Oh,
sometimes
see,
funny
that
in a
bothers
movie-
me right there.
Oh, really?
Somebody
that bothers
laughing
you?
loud, which is Cammy all the time. Zoe, you got to admit, Cammy laughs so loud
do.
and
She
so
does have a
long.
loud laugh.
You know who I'm the worst, like what the worst to go anywhere is? Is
What?
a comedy show.
Oh,
thought you were gonna say,
goodness.
like, a
Because the
funeral.
second I start, yes, that too. But the worst is a comedy show because I laugh so loud, like a small comedy show. I laugh so loud that the comedian finds me immediately, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh great, here we go. It's not good. I do not need to be front row. I don't nothing. I know because I will laugh loud, and next thing you know, I get questions.
But see, like, that just drives me nuts because I'm like, okay, that person's just trying to get attention, or they're just trying to ruin the show or the movie or whatever. People laughing loud. Like, why you have to laugh so loud?
Because I'm finding it funny.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's showing
well-
your appreciation for the comedy that you've just witnessed.
Why do you got to talk so loud?
Oh, it's because I have such a great voice. I want everyone to hear it.
Okay, but no. So back to it definitely is a dating deal breaker. Talking during a movie, asking questions, reacting out loud. I mean, very quickly, movies is one thing. Going to live plays, another thing.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Story for another day.
All right, 251-964-4975. We have more of the Cameron Mo Show coming up. Zoe, do we have an update on the weather for today on the Gulf Coast?
We do. Good morning, Gulf Coast.
Morning.
It is currently 52 degrees
Ooh.
and sunny, an drastic increase from the last check-in.
Yes.
Drastic.
Sunny
Drastic.
conditions are
Goodness.
expected all day. The high for today has gone up by 1 degree. It is going to be 75 degrees at
Oh,
the
nice.
peak. The low for today already happened at 47 degrees, and there's going to be some wind gusts today, 13 miles an hour.
Ooh, it's about to be
Pretty
a
crazy.
storm.
And the UV index currently has bumped up to 1,
Ooh, I'm about to get my tan on, too.
and it's going to be a
Nice.
full moon tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like a
So,
bit of a moon
werewolves,
this morning.
stay indoors.
Does anybody else find, like, full moons romantic? Like, do you, like, sit outside with your special somebody and, like, oh, look at the full moon? I know Zoe looks at sunsets, but what about full moons?
I actually do like to look at the stars. Like, if you go out to Dolphin Island, there's a lot less light pollution, and you can see all the stars. I used to be very big into astronomy. I had, like, a star map
Okay.
that I would bring and compare to the sky.
And we ain't asked about the stars. I was talking about the moon, but okay.
Right, but the moon's there, too.
Oh, okay, thanks. How about you, Cammie?
Yeah, I mean,
Great moon.
All right, we got more coming up at 7:47. It's the Cam and Mo Show. All right, 97.5 WABD. It's the Kim and Mo Show.
I'm Kim.
And I am Mo. And we actually have a guest in the studio, Cammy.
I know. I'm so excited. I feel like, I feel like he's way smarter than us.
All right, so now how do you pronounce your first name?
My first name is Avik.
Avik. That's what I said, Cammy. I said Avik. You said his name wasn't Avik.
I did. I said that's what his name was.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Trust me, you guys are not the first and definitely not the last to pronounce my name wrong.
Avik, and how do I pronounce your last name?
Banik.
Avik Banik. That's so cool. Hey, that is awesome.
And that's like a radio name.
Avik Banik. Avik Banik.
Yeah.
It's like we can make a song, but we're not going to because that would not be good. But let's talk a little bit about your book. I mean, this guy, he's amazing. He's just so smart, and he's written a book. Let's talk about your book.
Okay, so back to what you were saying, smart. I wasn't always so smart, but and I'll tell
There's
you why.
hope for us, Mojo.
Let me tell you why. When I was in high school, let's just say high school was garbage for me.
Okay.
When it comes to everything, when it comes to academics, social life, athletics, everything.
Okay.
My grades were just crumbling. Not a single person wanted to hang out with me, and I would just get rejected from the team every single year.
Okay.
So you might be wondering, why the heck did I have this guy on my show? Well, I'll tell you why. So here's what I did. I basically reached out to as many kids who were like the opposites of me, who were successfully navigating high school. I'm talking about straight A kids. I'm talking about kids who are known to be popular at their school.
Okay.
I'm talking about kids, who make the varsity team every single year. I reached out to them from almost all the high schools in Mobile County and Baldwin County, and for 2 years straight, I've been like basically trying to understand them. Like, what do they do to reach such great standpoints in school? How does everyone like them? How do they have a girlfriend? How do they make A's in every single one of their classes, and how do they make the varsity team every single year? So 2 years straight, when I've been interviewing all these people, I put all the notes together in a book so it can help other kids not go through the same things I went through. And I can tell you it's been going really well because I've been applying the lessons in my college life, and let's just say college for me is 10 times better now.
That's so cool. So your book is called Navigating High School. So who is the book for? I'm guessing high school students?
Yes, ma'am. So that was the initial audience, but based on like how well it's been doing, even the kids in middle school and even kids in my own college have been applying it to their own life, because they say like a lot of the advice can really be applied to school in general, secondary school. And based on how some parents are using it, now it's also used as a parenting book, because parents are reading it and then sharing it with their students. So the audience has definitely enlarged as the months went by.
What's one of the most interesting things that you found out while doing research for your book?
Yes, ma'am. Well,
or the surprising things?
Yes, ma'am. Well, there were definitely a lot of them, but like when I was researching these people, I definitely heard a lot of things like, dang, that is such a smart thing. Why didn't I think of that, you know? But let's start with the straight A kids. So one of the things they taught me is like basically most kids, when they study for a test, not actually to learn the information. And that was like the main mistake that many kids, including myself, did. They just basically studied to memorize and not really to learn. But like when you study to learn, that's when, when you take the test, it'll actually be much more easier for you, because it's just, oh, okay, I know this. And also, obviously, you need more time. You need good time management to balance all your classes. And some of the study techniques I go over are like active recall, spaced repetition, Pomodoro technique, and the Feynman method. There are so many techniques I go over. And for the social section, it's really about like, it's not one surprising thing I've learned. It's not really about the number of friends you have. It's really about like the quality of those friends. It's best to have like 2 or 3 real friends who are who motivate you when you need it, who are there for you when you need them, who basically they're happy to be around you, than to have like 100 fake friends who just people who are just people who just being nice to you. And when it comes to athletics, when I thought that, I just have to be like really, really good at the sport, but that's not really the case. Like all the coaches I've worked with, all the athletes I've worked with, it's like you just need to have a drive to get better. In fact, you probably never even need to play the sport, but if you have a passion for it and you have a drive to get better and the coach can see that, then yeah, you will definitely have a spot. Coaches would rather have someone who wants to play the sport and has a passion for it than someone who's just simply really good at it but doesn't seem to have like much more of a desire to play the sport.
Wow.
I love this. It's almost helpful in like work life too. Like it's you know what I mean? It's not just high school, it's not just college. It's how do you apply it to life in general. Got any tips for Mojo when it comes to his social life, his dating life.
well, I'm looking-
do you need any help, Mojo? I don't know.
Okay,
mean, I'll be happy to give
calm
you
down,
some.
guys. Okay, so I'm
kidding,
reading
I'm
through
kidding.
this book, and there's a chapter here. It says you want to be in a relationship, and then like on the next page it says don't look for a relationship.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yes, ma'am.
now,
Yes,
explain
sir.
that to me.
Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. So, like I said, when I worked on this book, I've learned a lot of like things from all these people I've worked with. I'm like, dang, that was such that is such a smart idea. The idea is simple. When you're in high school, at least, do not ever look for a relationship. Like most of the popular kids I've worked with who've been in a committed relationship for years and years, they're the ones who weren't really looking for a relationship. They were just simply like basically they became friends with that person first, and gradually it just like they just built like such a great connection. They like to be around each other. They like to talk to each other, and then they gradually realize, okay, you know what? I think I want to be with this person. But when you actually look for a relationship, to say that is like it's not going to lead to a good, I guess you could say, romantic relationship. Simply because most likely you will break up with that person after a few weeks or a few months.
See, that's what I tell my son. I mean, I used to tell him that all the time. I'm like, look, just date as many girls as you can. I mean, it's not gonna last.
Well, let me tell you something. I've interviewed many people who are in like who were in that position. They were trying to like find relationships, and I kid you not, every single one of them, they broke up with them within a few months. Like they could not last even 1 year.
Yep.
So that's why I took more of the advice from the people who do have a committed relationship. And like I'll tell you some other ideas I put in that chapter. I put always work on yourself.
Yes,
Always.
100%.
Yeah, because like obviously someone's not going to be with you if you're not like good,
Yeah.
Like always work on your talents, your attributes, your basically things that basically things you can work on.
Yep, and that's why the women love me because I mean I'm perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so Avig, the name of the book is called Navigating High School. Where can people get the book?
It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. Just search up the title and you should see like a blue cover, and that should be it.
Avik, thank you
Such
so
an
much for coming in,
inspiration.
and we appreciate you. And I'm gonna really study this book. Cammie, you definitely need to read this. This is good stuff for you.
I feel
Some
like I want to
parents-
do a do-over of high school now.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Thank you so much for coming in, and such an inspiration, and everyone needs to read this. And like you said, parents need to read this. This is so cool for everybody, and yeah, so cool.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on the show. I'm really happy about this. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. All right, it's the Cam and Mo Show. I love that one. That's Tate McRae. It's called Greedy. It's 97.5 WABD. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. Do you sit or hover when you go use the bathroom?
So yeah, when you're out and about and have to use the restroom, do you sit or do you hover over a public restroom? What if it's a super gross bathroom? I'm a hoverer.
So you won't like sit at all.
No, I get a little bit like, I think it's just, I do remember growing up and Mum would be like, right, get the paper, like the toilet paper out and you cover the seat with the toilet paper and then you would sit and then, you know, if you just didn't have time, then you would do the hover and I've just always done it ever since. Now, yeah, I mean, sometimes that's just what you do the hover. Zoe, what about you?
I would like to hover, but I can't reach if I'm hovering. Or I don't
What do you mean?
I don't have the option because from my kneecap to the floor, which is the bend of the leg, is short.
Yeah,
so
you're quite...
it's really not an option to hover.
Oh no!
Unless I'm hovering over a really small toilet. So I wipe the seat, and if it's really nasty, I'll lay down.
You could practice.
Some toilet paper.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you'll lay down on the floor. I'm like, how's that work?
Or I'll just lay down on the floor and go to the bathroom. That's the only other option.
I mean, come on. Now,
but I have
'Cause my feet don't touch the
I have
ground.
a small toilet at my house. You know that one in the front area that is bright red.
The
painted
Marilyn Monroe.
room. Yes, that's a small toilet. You could practice doing it on there. But
Practice
anywho,
hovering.
Mojo, you were thinking we could get her like a little
ladder.
Maybe not a ladder, but like a step.
I say a ladder. We have one in the hallway. Zoe, do you want to? Okay.
I just went to the bathroom.
No. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Drink this coffee real fast. Grab the ladder that's in the hallway.
I don't know how a ladder would help.
Well, she could just like stand on it
Like just
and
one
then
side
just and put her feet there and then just hover.
like
Okay,
over-
so
one side.
Let's just think about this like dynamic of how this would work. So how does the ladder not fall back when I'm bent over?
Well, it's
Bent
because
knees, not over.
okay. Well, first, it's not like you're like heavy or anything like that. Zoe.
I mean, I'm not like light.
What?
If
Okay,
I'm
I just thought
leaning
a la-
back on a ladder.
Okay, forget
Like,
it. You know what?
Like,
Forget it.
Let me get you like a
what
step.
Like if the ladder's like studded into the ground, or like or had like something to lean against the back wall. I just don't know how it would work.
Okay, you know what? I was just trying to help you out, Zoe.
I appreciate the thought.
And I mean, you know what? Then how about a chair?
Like a chair to sit over.
Never mind. Forget it. Forget it.
We need to get you some big shoes.
Yeah, maybe some heels.
Yeah, some big old platform shoes.
I mean, I feel bad that you can't hover.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
mean,
not
it's all right.
experiencing what?
It's all right.
Okay, you sure?
I mean, I wipe the seat down.
Now,
or
what
I'll
happens if
lay
you-
something down?
What happens if you go into the club and you have to use the bathroom?
I mean, you're turning 21 soon.
I know, and trust
Yeah.
me, some of these bathrooms and some of these clubs,
Pretty bad.
It's
Bad.
just if I hover, the top part of my leg is at an angle, and so I'd have to
you can't
really
even hover.
have to pee for it to go in the toilet.
Oh, well, thanks for the details. All right, so Zoe does not hover. Cammy hovers.
What do you do?
hover?
I mean, because you're pretty tall. You probably could hover.
Yeah, I stand up on the toilet and just hover.
Yeah, but you don't have to do the...
You don't ever drop the deuce in public
Yeah,
restrooms.
so you'd
No,
probably
I
be
don't.
all right.
But I do my helicopter dance.
Okay.
Oh, that was a
Well, I
weird
was just,
thing
I
to
was
say.
just
Why
saying
are you
that,
saying stuff like that
I
in public?
just what? I mean, I'm just saying.
Please don't say that.
All
ever
right,
again.
Zoe has the weather. Zoe, we gotta change courses here.
All right. Good morning, Gulf Coast.
Morning!
It is currently 58 degrees and sunny.
Wow, it's heating
which
up
is
fast.
Officially 11 degrees warmer than it was when we first started this morning.
Zoe's very good with math.
I am. I actually took a couple math classes that one time I did school. Anyways, the high for today is 75 degrees, and the low has already happened. Even though the low out, maybe there'll be a low later. No, there's not another low today that's lower
Could
than
you
this.
imagine
Okay.
Zoe doing the weather on TV?
Sorry.
Hold
it
on.
says,
Well,
it says 46 now, but before it was 47, and 47 already happened, but there wasn't a 46, so
Do you
it's
have-
kind of
but,
confusing for me.
but maybe they meant for tonight.
Do you have AT&T?
It doesn't go. It doesn't go to no. It doesn't go to 46 until 2 a.m., which is tomorrow. So
Okay,
it's not the low for today. Anyways, it's sunny, so sunglasses. UV index is currently a 1. Miles per hour of wind right now is
Yeah.
7 miles per hour. The visibility, I know you get excited about this one, though,
Yep.
Joe. This is actually a really guess.
26 miles.
22. That's
yeah,
pretty
see?
close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Normally it's in the 10s. 0 inches of precipitation. The sun will set at 5:47, and there will be a full moon tonight. And wind gusts are up to 14 miles per hour today.
Oh, it's pretty
Wow.
windy out there. Be careful.
Beware! Don't fall over.
All right, is that it? We really got to set up something with Ed and
Yeah.
Zoe at KRG. I would
Something's
die
gotta-
laughing if Zoe did the weather like during a segment on TV.
Yeah.
She'd be like, no, stop.
My cell phone
Does-
does not say that.
Does Ed make it up as he goes?
Yeah,
or
that's
does he have a
exactly what
Yeah,
script?
he makes up the weather.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, like,
Exactly.
does he look at the map and just know what it means?
Yes,
Or is
that's
there a
what-
script that's saying it's 58 degrees?
Right,
inside?
He is a professional. Unlike
Right, but
somebody in the studio.
But do professionals read scripts?
No, he's good. He gets it just like that.
All right.
So
Good for him.
All right, coming up. So next week we'll be doing our show live from Universal Orlando.
yes. Oh, the Minions and the Mardi Gras still going on down there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be taking a trip on a plane. And coming up,
Hopefully, it's a safe flight.
we're gonna do this thing like if all of us were on a plane and it's going down, who on the show would do what? Of course, we always take everything so drastic.
Yes.
Take it the drastic way. We'll get into that next right here on the Cam and Mo Show. That's that new Beyonce right there. It's called Texas Hold'em. It's the Kim and Mo Show.
Okay. I'm Kim.
And I am Mo. All right, so we have this trip planned, Orlando,
Yeah.
Universal Orlando for Mardi Gras. We're going to be out there next Saturday morning. So we'll be broadcasting live. Last time we went out there, it was pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Intense?
Okay, I was looking for fun. It was intense because we were there for Halloween Horror Nights. And then, of course, well, let's just say I had nightmares. Yeah, it was pretty scary. But no, we travel pretty well together, don't we? Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, as long as Mojo's got a smokes, a cigarettes.
As long as the airport,
Essential.
as long as the airport has a smoking section.
Yeah, we're pretty good. But no, we travel pretty well together. So I found this Who on the Show thing, and I thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
Quite traumatizing, really. But everyone on the show is on a plane, and it's going down. Who on the show would?
Well,
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll go around the room. Who on the show would be the first to TT their britches? We'll start with Zoe.
Cammy.
Yes. I went with myself, Mojo.
Cammy.
Great. Make sure I pack extra undies. Everyone on the plane is on the plane and it's going down. Who on the show would pick up their phone and try to make a call? Zoe.
I said myself.
I said Mojo.
I said Zoe.
Okay. Who on the show would try to make out with the person next to them?
Mojo.
I said Zoe.
And I say myself.
Who on the show would order another cocktail? Zoe.
Cammy.
I said Mojo.
I say Cammy.
Oh. I'm going to change my answer to me. Who on the show would scream, wee?
I put Mojo.
I put Zoe.
I put Zoe too.
Because she usually does that when stuff happens on the plane. She'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, what was that? Who on the show would place their oxygen mask on themselves and not help anyone else?
Mojo.
I put myself.
I put myself too.
Who on the show would light up a cigarette?
This one was tough. Mojo.
I actually put myself.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
like, the plane's
We're
going
going
down.
down. Might as well.
Who'd you put, Mojo?
I put myself.
Who on the show would put their headphones on and pretend like nothing is happening?
I put me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put me.
I put Zoe. So there you go.
But no, we're super excited. It's going to be a super fun trip. And yeah, I can't wait to tell everybody about everything going on. And yeah, don't forget, right now, you could be heading to Universal Orlando, 975wabd.com.
And hopefully the plane does not go down.
Yeah.
Local events going on before we head out of here.
Mobile Boat Show, 10 till 7 today and 10 till 5 tomorrow at the Mobile Convention Center. Also, Vintage Market Days of Mobile, 10 till 4 today and tomorrow at the grounds. The Coastal Garden Festival, today 9 till 2 in Foley. You get a free tree. Also, the 5th Annual Shrimp and Grits Festival, 12 till 4 today in Destin. Pensacon is happening today, 10 till 6 and 10 till 5 tomorrow at Pensacola Bay Centre. Also, if you want to know anything else, text events to 251-964-4975.
And if you're trying to drive downtown, the Bankhead Tunnel is closed. I found out the hard way. Didn't make it to the show until about, 6:20 this morning.
Yeah.
It just jacked me all up. I expect to have some text or phone calls from the city next time that happens.
Yeah, and
I was late.
I know that they were doing a bunch of work this week, but, you know, it happens when you're doing projects. Unexpected things happen, so I'm sure we'll get an update as to when it will be back open. But, you know, it's so crazy when you're going back and forth a lot of folks do. You know, you get so used to being able to use that tunnel. So,
Yeah.
This is why I want to buy a helicopter
yeah.
You
and
should.
just land it in the parking lot and
Yeah.
just take it right to my house.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
You could land it on the roof.
Would you guys ride, with me?
No.
If you had a pilot that you paid money.
Okay, great. We got to thank Avik for coming in,
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about his book. That was good. And I think that's it. Jessica was a video producer today. Thank you so much, Jess. We love you. Zoe, thanks for the semi-good weather this morning.
No problem. Any day.
And it was a pleasure busting that pumpkin.
Yeah.
Got up in there.
Luckily, they took the picture of me on it off
Yes.
before they did it.
Yeah, look at you.
Now it's on the wall. They're going to start throwing darts at it. All right. We're out the door. Weekends with Rulers up next.